We are live.
So, hello everyone, welcome to the Science Team Finals for the sixth grade division. Let's give ourselves and each other a round of applause. It's for your moderators day. So, I think we've got a puzzle check for finish to start. So, let's go ahead and all introduce ourselves with our name and our city and state. It's right over here. Okay. So, without further ado, we should be getting started very quickly. Okay, so here we go. Number one of the final. A malignant neoplasm in this organ in young women is called a solid pseudopapillary tumor. Liquid released from this organ includes the digestive enzymes trypsinogen and amylase. And that liquid. No. 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 It is the pancreas. Thanks, here. Number two. This element is used in MAG 3 scans of kidneys. And no. And it is also used in bone scans to highlight fractures, which cannot be seen from X-rays. This element naturally occurs when neutron capture in elliptic cores, and this element's name reflects the fact that it was the first artificial element to be widely produced. Or four.
Could we get you say the names of the people when they get neg or points, please?
This okay, that's true. Nuggets and see what I did in our kitchens. In both kitchen. Number three. This event was the final advance of the Laurentide ice sheet after the isolation. A significant percentage of megafauna died during this event, which was likely caused no by meltwater pulse 1A. This event caused the decline of the Clovis culture, and pseudo-archaeologist Graham Hancock claims this event destroyed Atlantis. Known for a namesake impact hypothesis, this is, for the points, what returned to ice age-like conditions before the agricultural revolution. What'd you say? No. This time, this is the younger ice. Number four, these proteins are arranged as head to tail dimers in a handshake motif, and these proteins provide an electrostatic potential that holds together 30 nanometer fiber. These proteins can promote transcriptional activity through the acetylation of lysine, and 8 of these proteins form an octagon in the center of the nucleosome eukaryote. For the points, name these proteins around which DNA wraps. For four. That was Bailey. You were fast. Number five. The value of this quantity corresponds to the strength of so-called forbidden lines in the H2 regions. Specific ranges of mass and this quantity are required for pair instability supernova to occur. Population 1 stars are contrasted population 2 stars by having higher values. This quantity while early forming population 3 stars have values of 0 for this quantity. For the points, give this quantity for the proportion of non-helium or hydrogen elements found in a star. That's time. This is metallicity.
Sure. After 5 questions, then be
This company developed a cryogenic engine called the B3 that was tested at Van Wert. This company developed a two-stage design for its new Glenn family of launch vehicles. This company launched a crewed mission with a new Shepard vehicle that crossed the carbon line, thus entering space. No. Working with Sierra Space to develop the Orbital Reef Space Station for the point which space technology company was founded by Jeff Bezos. For 3. Number 7. During this process, FTSZ polymerization and Z ring formation triggered. For 6. Great buzz. Number 8. This man lends his name to a theorem that says for an integer, when p is a prime, a to the power of p. Great buzz for 6. Number 9. The spectral radiance from these things is modeled to be dependent on the cube frequency per Planck's law and tends to the Rayleigh-Jeans law at low frequencies. For one of these objects whose emissivity is taken to be 1, its exodus is to a constant times the fourth power of temperature. For 5. Number 10, we're going to do a score check now for this. While working under the mentorship of Boyce, this person wrote the thesis, New Types of Irreducibility Criteria. The COBOL programming language was influenced by. For 6.
So you've seen other.
Yep.
Okay, after 6, we have John taking the lead there with 8. We have Bailey in 6th, and Ishan in. So just bring it up then.
That's very nice.
Okay. So then I think it's easiest to do it top 5. Okay. So Danya, Bailey, Shine, and then with 4 in. Just
Number 11. According to Michael Spinner, the word's sneakiest substitution is a half-angle substitution made for this function that sets t equal to this function of x over 2. This function has asymptotes every pi radians, including 5. Number 12. Although known for achievements in another science, this person's father invented the achromatic lens. This person's most notable innovation was inspired by a paper on fermentation and putrefaction by a French scientist. After learning that a certain substance was used to treat sewage in Carlisle, this person began applying it to surgical wounds. For the points, this British surgeon pioneered antiseptic art. Yeah, I was about to ask about this train. The common mouthwash we all use. Number 13. This quantity is the integral of dq over t. According to the Clausius theorem, and this quantity remains. Great buzz for 6. Stable mature forms of this molecule require its precursor form to be stabilized with a 5' cap. In this, no, problem. Correct for 6. Now back in the lab. Number 15. In order to unify configurations across this software, users can employ a software suite called System D. The core of this software can act as a hypervisor via the kernel-based virtual machine, which requires hardware virtualization extensions. Distributions of this software. File.
So after 50, we have in 17. Done, in 8. Ikirao with a 7. Ishani with 5. Bin and Abigail. Story gets a score. Viva with 1 and Tishmar with negative.
Still ways to go before 40, and we have many more questions to go as well, beginning with number 16. These diagrams estimate the probability density function and become relative frequency plots when the interval lengths are 1. These diagrams can be constructed with Sturge's rule, which suggests the number of bins, depicting quantitative data, unlike margins for the points which statistical diagrams are created by buckling data into bins, then plotting how many 1. Number 17. This place is where the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope discovered an excess of gamma ray radiation, which might be due to self-annihilating dark matter. Fermi bubbles are located around this region, and it is orbited by the circumnuclear disk. This place contains a supermassive black hole. Prompt. Yes. For 5. It's getting closer. Number 18. Don't worry, we've got too many commentators. Number 18. Last member of these metals is often despite being 16 transition series. The heaviest of these metals are included for no. For Dmitry Mendeleev, Alfred Nobel, and Ernest Lawrence, these metals include no. 5. Number 19. The mystic form of this mineral has had vapor deposition applied to it to create a rainbow-colored effect. By keeping an instance of this mineral, David Brewster discovered a liquid that fills cavities called brewsterlinite as the defining mineral with a Mohs partner. No. Scale hardness of 8. Go. For the points, what is this mineral containing aluminum frame, which is used as a gemstone, has an orange that is a birthstone for November? 3. So you're halfway there. Number 20. This scientist proved that diamonds are made of carbon by burning one inside a glass jar using a magnifying glass and reducing carbon dioxide. This chemist built on the work of Henry Cavendish to prove that water is a solution instead of an element. This scientist, who named both oxygen and for 5. Your second placer. That's how it's worked there.
Okay. After 20 or scored on daily 20, I need to yeah. Ishan 5, 2, but these 4, make one each, and you can serve me 2.
Let's move on to number 21. This file is organized into classes such as Skyposomal and Cubosomal. Miss Holly. Yes, number 6. You are now at first. Number 22. Sampling efforts in this region often use Houston nets to reveal that polyethylene and polypropylene dominate to low density. This phenomenon is concentrated within a region of weak currents and convergence associated with a subtropical gyre located in the northern portion of a certain body of water. Prompt. No. Yes, it's that bottle. You're right. 49. So you get 11 check? Yes, it's not. 11 check. Yeah. Yeah, we not have any requests for rates. Number 23. This scalar quantity can be measured in a unit called the and no not. It can also be measured via the foot pound. This quantity is the namesake of a principle which can be derived from Newton's second law. No. The first question, this is work.
It was
So this one is the ends. For 24, following the discovery of this fossil, various fossils that attest its species' earlier presence in the area were discovered. No. Including Sacramento to what? No. And the Mochokirto giant. This fossil was the oldest hominid fossil found. No. Kill it. It's Java. Points on that question either. For 25, let's see if we can get points on this one. The performance of these items is measured by the L10 life rating, which estimates the number of revolutions at which 90% of them still work. These components may include a cage or retainer to maintain spacing between individual rolling elements. Variants of these things include deep groove, angular contact, and thrust types, each optimized for different load directions and magnitudes. For the point, name these spherical rolling elements used. Wheels? No. Yes. No. Prompt. Correct. Or forward. Let's do a sport check.
Yeah. After 25, if you're about 21, being in the 60s, Daniel with 6, Ishani with 3, Kanish Kumar with 2, Aditya Hoser with 0, Vaibhav with -1, and
The 6th grade science meet championship is still wide open. We are on to the home stretch of the round. Is everybody ready? Number 26 Number 26. Frederick Vinton Hunt coined the name for this technology and developed the first modern variety of it, for which he was given a medal for merit. Profiles gathered by one variety of this technology enabled Marie Thorpe to discover the Mid-Atlantic Ridge's central rift valley. 5. number 27. Sauropsids and amnios first appeared within the later part of this period. For 6 to take the lead. Close match going into number 28. This biome is the home of muskeg balls. For 6. We've been having some incredible buzzes lately. Move on to number 29. One of these stars accretes matter from a donut and causes changes in brightness, leading to the use of the term cataclysmic variable stars. These stars can undergo a monthly nuclear process called carbon detonation. For 5. So if your R is back in the lead, we have one question left to decide the championship. Is everyone ready? Before the 20th century, this compound was commonly known as oil of vitriol. For 6, which means congratulations to our now flat. We're going to see this. Okay, so I'm worried. You can check it out. Just to break the tie, this constellation's brightest star is Spica, which can be located via using the Big Dipper and the Venus constellation. This constellation lends its name to a supercluster, including a local group of galaxies. This constellation lies between Leo and Libra, as the farthest constellation in the zodiac, representing late August and most of September. For the points, name this constellation representing a maiden. No, it's Virgo. Yeah, for sure. Yes, it should have been said. So Sean versus Aditya, I believe that is the only tiebreaker. I'll give you one more, just in 2. Palmitate and sodium phosphate are 2 forms of this antioxidant used in cosmetics, bright and even skin tone. This vitamin is crucial for the synthesis of catecholamines, L-carnitine, and collagen. Deficiency of this compound leads to scurvy. Yes. So with that, our ties have been broken. So as Sean, in 6th place, we have Aditya H. In 5th place, we have Ben. Fourth place, we have Abigail. In 3rd place, we have Danya. In 2nd place, we have Bailey. And Sixth grade National Science Beat champion is Aditya